So, recently we've been working on our Nissan Y61 build and figured it was time to throw some lights on it. Wanted some value for money options and saw some good user feedback on Reddit about Auxbeam. So, we grabbed their XP-Ultra Pod Lights to see what they're all about. We've been running these for quite a while now, and today, we're going to talk about our experience with them. And we'll share our opinion on whether these lights are actually worth your cash. Let's get into it. Just a quick disclaimer, this ain't a sponsored video or anything like that. We paid for these ourselves. Now, they shipped them out pretty quick, and everything we needed came right in the box. It's pretty much plug and play, hook up the positive and negative wires, run them to these brackets, and that was pretty much everything. We also got a 90-degree rotating bracket with all the mounting hardware and the pod lights themselves. These things look quite durable, with this rugged aluminum frame, cooling fins here in the back, and wiring was long enough to reach most vehicles' engine bay without any issues. That's the whole kit. We mounted them on, hooked them up to a wiring setup. The setup process was pretty much like any other pod lights. The 90-degree rotating bracket is nice, as we can angle the lights for a tight spot beam. Each pod, as we can see, has 4 LEDs here in the upper cluster, 4 LEDs in the lower cluster, and this central LED strip acting as a flood or auxiliary light. So, we've got everything wired up, let's check out the brightness. And here's how it looks. The lights cover quite a large area in front. And we're satisfied with the brightness as well, at least for the price. Now, we can use it for white light for bright and clear visibility, amber light for bad weather conditions, or even both at the same time according to our needs. It's got 6 different lighting modes, including flash and strobe modes, which we found to be pretty useful for different situations. The controller also feels very easy to navigate and control. We have 2 buttons, one to turn them on or off, and one to skim through the modes. We liked the simplicity here. Now, during a pitch-dark scenario, you'll notice the super focused beam like this. On paper, these can throw up to about 1,300 feet, which we couldn't measure exactly, but in our experience, the beam goes long enough to go through most trails pretty easily. The spot beam covers quite a bunch of area as we can see, cuts through the dark quite easily. The beams are very much focused and barely spread beyond necessity. One thing we really like is they're keeping glare off the hood and lighting up the trail. We tweaked them slightly downward for better road coverage. Even after running for quite a while, they didn't get too noticeably hot or anything. Now, of course, for obvious reasons, lights like these need to be waterproof, and they come with an IP68 rating, so we don't have to worry about rain, mud, or anything. Another thing we noticed is how clean the cutoff line is. There's barely any light scatter, which means we're not blinding oncoming drivers or lighting up the inside of our own windshield. To be honest, we wouldn't be surprised if it was from any other expensive brands, but in this price range, we didn't expect this. That kind of focus really matters when you're out in the middle of nowhere, relying on your lights to spot dips, rocks, or stray critters before they surprise you. So, should you get these? Well, they met our expectations pretty well. So far, our experience with these lights was pretty nice. And, to be honest, for the price, we think these XP Ultra Pod Lights are an absolute steal. It's got a solid LED formation, bright and focused beam, minimal scattering, and good safety measures, which we think is non-negotiable for overlanders who seek value for their money. You can check out on Amazon for the price comparison, but we have experience with expensive ones as well. And to our experience, these Auxbeam lights hold their own against 3 to 4 times pricier options. If you're looking forward to getting yours, we'll drop the link in the description so you can check them out. Got questions or want to share your setup? Hit the comments. Subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon if you're curious how they stack up. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.